And now tell us a bit about Victor. You don't quite need to get into backstory or anything, but just tell us, what is he like? What does he look like?
Um, so Victor is a 19-year-old orphan. Um, he's probably around 5'9". He's not very tall. Um, he is human, but he does have like protruding horns on his head. So he there's something inside of him that makes him not completely human.
And with that, we begin. We open up in the city of Baldur's Gate at a small wooden building on the outskirts of the city, the portion on the opposite side of the massive, and when I say massive, I mean massive floodgates that lead to the ocean. On the opposite side, the most inland portion of the city without being in the farmlands, lies a small, partial shopping, partial industrial district, and it is here we find the psychiatrist's office. It's a little bit past 11:30 in the afternoon, and we find you, Victor, sitting in the waiting room on red, fuzzy chairs, or a red, fuzzy chair. You're the only one in the waiting room. A portrait of an absolutely ugly clown is directly across from you, and no matter where you move in the room, it almost feels like it's watching you. Its grotesque smile just wide ear to ear as it juggles what looks like tennis balls. There's a stack of magazines next to you, and they're stupid. It's like Wizards Monthly, World's Hottest Rogues, nothing of note. What are you doing while you wait for your appointment?
Victor is going to take a second glance at that world's hottest rogues before he tries to sneakily take peeks at what's inside.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
That will be a total of 22.
As you quickly flip through, you'll dart your eyes over to the door every now and then, every time you hear a creak on the wooden floors out in the hallway, making sure no one's coming. You flip to one of the pages on the inside and see this big, busty dwarven woman holding a bunch of daggers and like a severed head in one hand. You flip again, a couple more, and you see like two elven women making out in bikinis. You flip again, and there's a grown-ass orc in nothing but a Speedo. He's just standing there, like arms behind his head, flexing.
On that last one, he's going to slowly close the magazine. And he's going to look around to see if he can find Dante.
You look around, and at first you don't see him. And then you see a little hand kind of poke its way out from the doorway, like it's hiding behind cover, and wave to you. And he steps out. He's tall, lanky, human, not much older than you, maybe 2, 3 years. Pale, short, scraggly brown hair. He stands, looks at you, smiles, and does a little wave before looking at you and says, "What? Need me to do jazz hands? You gonna wave back?"
He smiles and waves at him.
You really think the shrink is gonna do anything?
No, but you know I'm required to be here.
Yeah, when did anything being required ever stop you from doing anything, huh?
When they said that they were gonna send me away if I don't.
They said they'll send you away like 8 or 9 times at this point. Come on. First it was that time you stole the loaf of bread. Then it was the prosthetic leg. Then now the bar fight? Come on. Really? You think they'll actually do it? You're gonna sit here and try to get
Yes.
rid of me?
Well, just because I'm here doesn't mean I have to listen.
You better not. You hear someone rap on like the door frame and poke their head in. A short dwarven woman with long blonde hair, broad shoulders, and a little bit of a pot belly leans in. "Victor, you're up." You look to your side at the chair next to you and see that Dante is no longer sitting there. He's kind of poofed, vanished.
Victor's gonna stand up and dust the dirt in and grime that's probably stuck to his pants or shirt, and he'll walk his way in.
He leads you down a hall to a single set of wooden double doors, freshly polished. There's a little painting next to this one as well. Another one of a clown. You don't know what the hell this guy has about clowns, but I mean, he has paintings of them everywhere. Everywhere. This one, he's not juggling tennis balls. Instead, it looks like he's riding a unicycle with a bowling pin balanced on his nose. You look at the door and she says, "Just go ahead inside. He's in the restroom right now. He'll be in a moment."
All right. Victor will walk in.
You walk in and find yourself in the therapist's office. There's a long red sofa. Looks weirdly stiff, but nonetheless, I mean, it would work if need be. With a couple bright green throw pillows. He's another one of these ugly, ugly clown paintings in this room. It also looks like he has a series of, or a small stack of papers on the desk face down, but the paper is fairly thin and you can see what looks like some form of ink blot on the paper. You also see that his desk as well is fairly barren other than that stack of papers. He has a small little glass cup with a couple writing utensils in it, a little thing of ink next to him, or next to it rather. The chair is pulled all the way out, and the room itself has a very faint smell of incense that seems to have soaked in to the rugs and the walls.
Just gonna sit there and tap his foot to a beat he hasn't heard in a while.
You look over your shoulder and you see a centaur walking in. Though his lower horse half is, well, a horse. His upper half is dressed very nicely. A white button-down shirt with a brown coat thrown over with the reddish patches on the elbows. He has long black hair and thick-rimmed circular glasses on. He carries a clipboard in one arm and has a pencil behind his ear.
Yes, you must be Victor. Go ahead, take a seat.
I'm already sitting down, sir.
Oh, sorry, I am not as observant as I used to be.
He comes over to the couch that you're sitting on, and he kind of tucks his legs in, and for lack of a better word, he loafs on the ground like a cat. His legs kind of curled in.
My name is Dr. Osley. It's my understanding that the state has mandated that you see me.
Yep. Victor leans back and kind of puts his hands behind his head and crosses legs down at the base of his feet.
You want to tell me how you wound up here? Or do you want me to recount what I was told?
Well, I've always liked hearing my story from others.
Interesting.
He takes the pencil from behind his ear and he jots something on his clipboard, and then he puts the pencil back.
Here. Victor, I can call you that, yes?
Yeah.
It is my understanding, or so I was told, that you attacked one of the local barkeeps, Orsatius, because he stopped serving you.
That's not entirely true, but yes, that is what happened.
You see Dante standing behind him going, "Why are you admitting to it, dude? Do you want him to think you're crazy?"
Victor's gonna look at Dante and say, well, it's a lot easier than trying to describe what you are.
Dr. Osley looks at you puzzled.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, no one.
He takes his pencil and he jots something down and says,
How often do you talk to yourself, Victor?
Since I was kicked out of the orphanage.
Interesting. Were you at the orphanage alone? Or did you have, friends or siblings or cousins, anything in there that would, provide comfort?
I'll look over at Dante. I have a brother.
What is his name? What's he like?
His name is Dante. For what he looks like, I haven't seen him in a while.
Dante looks at you and winks and he says, "Damn right you haven't."
I guess I could pay him a visit soon, once this is done.
So where is he staying?
It's a good question. Sometimes he's here with me, other times he likes to visit the cemetery. Says it's quiet.
He takes the pencil out and he jots down something else.
Your brother visits the cemetery. Interesting. Is he, a gravedigger?
He did say he worked there. Says, he likes to keep the bad spirits away.
Well, I'm sure there's nothing to be concerned about with those graveyards. At least the local ones. They're all well-kept. Not anything to write home about, at least from my personal experience. Beyond that, what about your family? Your mom, your dad, any uncles, aunts, grandparents? You got anyone?
As far as I know, it's always been me and my brother.
So if it's just you and your brother, but you only see him sometimes, why do you think that is?
He's busy. And when Victor says that, the light in his eyes seem to dim a bit.
Dante looks over Dr. Osley and says, "Ah, come on, what, you don't want to tell him that I got trampled in the running of the bulls?" Probably for the better anyways. Dr. Osley says,
Is Dante here with us right now?
No, no, but he likes talking to me in my head.
Is he a wizard?
He can be. I don't know. It's hard to say.
you watch as Dante stands behind him and says,
Splish, splash, these spells are trash.
But I don't think he's a wizard with how he talks shit about them.
Let me try something.
he stands up, and as he does so, he puts his one hand on one of his horse-like legs, and you hear it let out a loud pop. He walks over to the table, and he grabs a stack of ink blots.
Do you know what an ink blot is, Victor?
Oh yeah, yeah. Me and my brother, we used to make fun of some of the ink blots drawings that some of the people that would hang out at the orphanage would see.
I'll go ahead and show you a couple. I have 5 here. And I just want you to tell me what you see.
He picks one up, and he holds it to you. Roll an insight check. Let's see what you see.
Insight. That will be a total of 16.
16. The first one looks like a ticking pocket watch.
Looks like a pocket watch, and the hand is moving.
How does it make you feel?
Curious.
Alrighty. Here's the second one.
He puts the first one down, and he shows you another. Make me an insight roll.
That is going to be 11.
You think it might be a banana? You're not entirely sure. Maybe a phone?
Victor slowly looks up at him and says, "Are you sure that you drew this one right?"
Oh, no, I didn't draw them. I just purchased them.
All right. I
What do you see with
see
this
a
one?
fruit.
Good, good.
Banana.
How does that make you feel?
Hungry?
Alright, here's the third.
He holds up another ink blot, and I'm sure you know the deal by this point. Insight roll.
13.
13. It looks like someone's sitting next to a tree reading a book, or if you turn it sideways, it kind of looks like a snail.
Uh, that's either a snail or someone reading a book by a tree.
Interesting. I've never heard someone see a snail. How do those images make you feel?
At peace, but I guess longing?
Next one.
He holds it up to you.
That is a 18.
It looks like a bear fighting a beluga whale.
Uh, this one is a whale fighting a bear. I don't know how that would work.
He puts the paper down and holds up the last one in front of you. Make me an insight roll.
Oh, that will be another 18.
Another 18. This last one, it looks like a self-portrait of yourself.
Uh, weird. Uh, Where, where did you buy this? Did you say?
The store across the street.
He points over to the window.
It's just a, general goods store. Why do you
Okay.
ask?
No, nothing. The drawing looked like a penis.
His eyes go wide for a second.
I always thought it looked like an hourglass.
Yeah, might be.
He turns around and put the ink blots back on his desk, and Dante looks at you and says, "Good going. Good going. Scare him off. Come on, you can do this. Scare the shrink. Scare the shrink." Dr. Osley looks at you.
Hey, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. Uh, got any like jobs I could do, or do you, if you know any, there's any quick jobs that I could take care of?
No, I am not. I am not currently hiring. Um,
Ah,
there's a couple places in town. I'm sure you could find one. You
Alright.
are you are very calm. When they told me I'd be treating someone wanted for felony assault, this was not what I envisioned. When you got angry and you hit that bartender, what was going through your head?
Well, when Victor looks up at the guy and stares at his eyes, there's like this swirling of violence and loneliness as he opens his mouth and says, "He was talking bad about my family.
What did he say?
None of your concern."
If you insist, I will not pry, but from what I heard, it's in the reports at least. It states that you were sitting alone in the bar with him. Someone walked in and sat across from you. They ordered a drink. They were talking with him, though they did not disclose what. And they said that when the bartender turned around, you had a bottle of whiskey. He broke it over his head and then shoved the remains of the bottle up his rectum.
I can truly never confirm nor deny that I might have done that. But if someone gave me a reason to, or I guess someone is tied to my brother in some way, I get a little angry.
I see. It looks like we're almost out of time. Do you have any final remarks? Anything you need me to look into? And after that, we'll get you set up for an appointment next week, and we'll go from there.
You know what? Yeah, there is something if you could look into for me. Could you look into about an accidental case about a boy named Dante Langstrom, as he was hit by a noble and forced to run into the bull race. Though, of course, the report will say it was an accidental.
We'll certainly
You-
research it. May I ask why?
Oh, just a little historical research.
With that, you watch as the door opens and the blonde dwarven woman walks in and says, "Oh, time's up. I'll go ahead and help you set up your appointment." Dr. Osley looks at you and says,
Well, it was nice meeting you, Victor. Next time I see you, hopefully we can make some more headway.
Victor's gonna look over him, smile, and just. That is if Dante doesn't stop making these funny gestures behind you. And when he says that, he stands up and walks out.
you watch as Dante walks past Dr. Osley as Dr. Osley sits there, baffled. He does not see Dante. Dante looks at you, runs up, and kind of wraps an arm around her shoulder and says, "Way to get him. Hell yeah. He might think you're crazy for talking to a ghost, but I mean, look on the bright side. He ain't pumping you full of pills."
Yeah,
Good
that's
thinking, kid.
finally for once.
That the front desk lady leads you to the front and you fill out an appointment thing for next week. And afterwards, you and Dante walk out the front of the building out into the street. It is bustling. People left and right. Crowds of people pushing and shoving. Some laughing, some crying. It is just a mismatched amalgamation of a shit show in the streets of Baldur's Gate. You decide to start walking your way back. You hang a left and head down a couple of blocks. Then you make a quick right, followed by another immediate sharp left. And head another couple blocks that way before passing the bar. The bar is closed. Though normally it's open during the day, you see that it has a closed sign. And you see that there is a tiefling man on one crutch with his leg in a boot. It looks like he has some form of like stiffening portion on his waistband, as well as some form of head wrap. And he's currently turning the sign to closed. As he reaches up, you can hear him like wince.
I want to walk over, knock on the glass, wave at him, and then walk away.
So he is on the outside of the store.
Oh. Then yes, I'll walk up and call out to him. Oh, barkeeper.
He staggers back a little bit using his crutch. And says, "Did you forget about the restraining order?"
Well, I will get out of your hair once you tell me that man's name. And why are you affiliated with him?
What man are you talking about?
Oh, Victor's gonna slowly think back. Was that Dante that sat across him?
Roll a history check.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
It was not. It was actually just like a random townsfolk. You're pretty sure you've seen him near like the blacksmith's room or the blacksmith's building once or twice before. You're not sure if he works there, if he's just a frequent, but you're in for a drink.
Yeah. The
You think
guy.
back a little bit more and the conversation that they had, and they were talking about the running of the Bulls event was coming up and the shit show that was last year, and they were laughing, and you thought about the anger that welled up in your stomach, and then everything went black.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and look at him straight in his eyes and say, you know, maybe you should participate in the running of the bulls if you think it's so funny.
His eyes go wide. Gods, gods.
And with
He look,
that, he's going to make his way out.
he looks at you and says, "Next time, I'll make sure the restraining order is 500 yards,
No
psycho."
amount of running will keep you from me.
He staggers back a little bit, and as you kind of turn, you don't hear it, or you don't see what happens, but you hear the crutch fall from his hands. You hear him fall back and land on his ass.
And I'm going to...
And with that, you start making your way back to the apartment. And that is where we're going to end Victor's introduction. Next time we get to see
Yeah.
Victor. Next time we get to see Victor unify with the rest of his roommates. Maybe, just maybe, they'll go out for a night on the town.
Oh, that'd be fun.